Hey everyone. Okay, I'm hoping the camera will stay where it is. Hopefully. This is going to be my Christmas haul part 2. I'm going to talk about the things that I got the rest of Christmas Day, and then I'm going to talk about things that came in the mail either from friends or things that I got with Christmas money. So, first, or I guess next, is Bridge of Clay by Markus Zusak. This is a signed copy that I got from Barnes & Noble on Black Friday weekend. I think that's Sunday, maybe. And I had coupons, and they were doing signed editions for Black Friday weekend, so that's why I got this. And you guys probably know this if you've been around my channel long enough, but Book Thief and I Am the Messenger are two of my favorite books of all time. My friend got me into I Am the Messenger, and I ended up reading Book Thief. We were both, I think originally we were both going to read it. No, hang on. Maybe I knew about it and knew that I wanted to read it, and she had already read it and said it was amazing, and I was going to borrow her copy and read it, and then it turns out I had to read it for my YA Lit class that semester, so I ended up buying my own copy anyway. So I read it and completely fell in love. I love the book, I love the film, I really love I Am the Messenger, and I think it would be very interesting if they made a film. I don't know, I don't think there is a film, but that'd be cool. Anyway, so very excited for this one. I'll read you guys the inside. Oh, and here's the signature. It's just a squiggle, basically. But it didn't cost any extra, so that was cool. Alright, so it says, "Let me tell you about our brother, the 4th Dunbar boy named Clay. Everything happened to him. We were all of us changed through him. Here is a story told inside out and back to front. The 5 Dunbar brothers are living with their menagerie of pets in the perfect chaos of a house made by their own rules. Today, the father who walked out on them long ago walks back in. And so the life of Clay, the quiet one with a harrowing secret, is about to change forever. He is the one who will build a bridge, for his family, for his past, for greatness, for his sins, a miracle and nothing less. From a grandfather whose passion for the ancient Greeks still lights up their lives, to a mother and father who fell in love over a mislaid piano, to the present day where 5 sons laugh and fight and reckon with the adult world. Bridge of Clay is a sweeping portrait of how a ramshackle family, held together by stories and by love, comes to unbury one boy's tragic secret." Yeah, I'm very excited about this, and I think I'm going to cry a lot. Okay, next is... Hang on, sorry. Okay. Next is Kate Morton's The Clockmaker's Daughter. This is a signed copy and an exclusive edition. And story, really quickly, this is a little beat up. Found it like that in the store, or it was like that when I got home from the store. And I went back to exchange it, and this was the only one they had that was both signed and exclusive. So I was like, alright, I'll keep it. But I'm very excited about this, and I will show you her signature. It looks much more like a name, and I think it's really cool. Okay, so this one says, "In the summer of 1862, a group of young artists, led by the charismatic and talented Edward Radcliffe, descends upon Birchwood Manor on the banks of the Upper Thames. Their plan? To spend a secluded summer month in a haze of inspiration and creativity. But by the time their stay is over, one woman has been shot dead while another has disappeared. A priceless heirloom is missing, and Edward Radcliffe's life is in ruins. More than 150 years later, Elodie Winslow, a young archivist? I never know how you say that word, but I know what it is, obviously. In London, uncovers a leather satchel containing 2 seemingly unrelated items: a sepia photograph of a beautiful woman in Victorian clothing, and an artist's sketchbook containing the drawing of a twin-gabled house on the bend of a river. Why does Birchwood Manor feel so familiar to Elodie, and who is the mysterious unidentified woman in the photograph? As Elodie pursues these clues, the lives of many people who have passed through the house are revealed. There's Radcliffe, whose love affair with his model and muse consumes him, his sister Lucy, who opens a school for young ladies, Leonard Gilbert, a soldier and scholar who retreats to Birchwood after World War I to heal and write a biography of Radcliffe, Juliet, a young widow who takes refuge there with her 3 small children during the Blitz, and in the present day, Jack Rowlands, who has come from far away in search for lost treasure and who meets Elodie when she eventually arrives at the house. Intricately layered and told by multiple voices across time, this is a kaleidoscopic story of murder, mystery, and thievery, of art, love, and loss, and flowing through its pages like a river is the voice of a woman who stands outside time, whose name has been forgotten by history, but who has watched it all unfold. Bertie Bell, the Clockmaker's daughter. So, I'm very excited about this. This might end up being my first Kate Morton that I read, even though I have 3 others that I own that I haven't read yet, but I'm very excited about this one. Okay, next is The Illustrated Tales of Beedle the Bard by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Lisbeth Zwerger. Now, I will read you guys the back, assuming you don't know what Tales of Beedle the Bard is, but I'm assuming also that most of you actually do. So, anyway, it says, Tales of Beedle the Bard contains 5 richly imaginative stories of adventure, cunning, heartache, and of course, magic. They are, to the wizarding community, what the tales of the Brothers Grimm are to Muggle families. This lush new illustrated edition has been translated from the ancient runes by Hermione Granger and is presented here with extensive commentary by Albus Dumbledore, and now Hans Christian Andersen, medalist Lisbeth Zwerger, interprets these classic tales with beauty and tenderness and wit, illuminating them for modern readers. With an introduction and notes by J.K. Rowling, this collection will thrill and delight Muggles and wizards alike. Yeah, so I was debating between this and the Chris Riddell version, because I also really like Chris Riddell's art. But when it comes to how I feel about this particular book and these stories, Lisbeth Zwerger's art just spoke to me a little bit more. This is my favorite in the book, I think. But yeah, I haven't actually read this yet, but I'm very excited. And this was yet another Christmas gift that I kind of got myself. But it's because, you know, something like this I would feel weird asking my mom for because it's kind of a pricey book, and I feel awkward saying, like, hey, can you get me this book that's, like, a lot of money? But also the only reason I bought it for myself is I, again, had a coupon for Black Friday, so they were big enough coupons that it made a pretty huge difference. Next is Harry Potter, A History of Magic, the official companion to the British Library exhibition at the New York Historical Society Museum and Library. I bought this on Black Friday, or on Black Friday weekend, and then I was talking to my aunt about it, and I was telling her about this exhibit, and telling her that I bought this because I don't think I'll ever get to see the exhibit. And she told me to look up information about it to see when it was closing in New York, and it's closing on the 27th of January. So my wonderful aunt said, let's go to New York for your birthday. And so we are making that happen, and I am so excited because it means I'm basically going to have this wonderful souvenir from this trip that I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to see the exhibit and the items that are talked about in this book. So I'm incredibly excited about that. And I also have the Natalie Dormer narrated audiobook of this book, which I've had since September, and that's kind of the reason why I bought the physical copy, because I want to be able to look at the pictures and like read along as she's reading the audio. So I'll read you guys the inside of this. It says, as we celebrate 20 years of magic since Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone was first published in the U.S., a very special exhibition at the New York Historical Society opens its doors and invites you to experience the fascinating real history of the magic at the heart of the Harry Potter stories. Featuring a treasure trove of over 150 magical artifacts from the British Library, New York Historical Society, and other world-renowned institutions, this companion book to the exhibition delves deeply into the wondrous subjects of the Hogwarts curriculum: potions, charms, care of magical creatures, and more. Within these pages, you can pore over Leonardo da Vinci's notebook and the oldest atlas of the night sky. Examine a bezoar and a narwhal's tusk, or is it a unicorn's horn? Peer into a fortune-telling teacup or an inky black cauldron, and learn the origins of the abracadabra spell. Alongside these extraordinary artifacts are illuminating sketches and handwritten manuscripts from J.K. Rowling's personal archive, as well as stunning, original, and never-before-seen artwork by Harry Potter series artists Mary Grand Prix, Jim Kay, and Brian Selznick. This exhibition is only on display for a short time, but readers everywhere can enjoy and revisit this captivating up-close look at the history of magic and its connections to one of the most beloved literary series of all time for years to come. So yeah, I am really, really excited about this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to show you guys the other Christmas stuff. But then the stuff that I got after Christmas, I think I'll do a separate video on, just because I've talked too much already in this video and I don't want it to be too long. So, here we go. The other things that I got that are Christmas related. My mom got me, and this isn't really bookish, but it was just really cool. My mom very sweetly got me an Amazon Echo Dot, which is a speaker that hooks up to the internet. Basically, it's the whole Alexa thing for Amazon, but it's just smaller than the. Oh, she thought I was talking to her, so she started talking. Anyway, so yeah. This is a smaller version of the Echo, and I'm really excited because I've never had one of these before, so I'm really excited to figure out how to use it and how it works. Next, she got me this wonderful candle, and she also got me some long-stemmed lighters to light it because she knows that I don't like the short ones because they scare me. But this one is from Times Candle Company, and it's hot cocoa milk chocolate. So I really wish that these videos were, like, I wish you could smell this because it smells really, really good. But yeah, it smells amazing, so I'm really excited to burn it. And she knows that I love candles. And then last but not least, I have another something that I got for myself, but again, this is one of those things where I was like, I would feel weird asking, like, putting this on my Christmas list. So I got myself my first ever teapot, and I got it in the form of a tea for one set. And it looks like Van Gogh's Starry Night, because Starry Night is my favorite painting of all time, and Van Gogh is my favorite artist of all time. So I saw this on Stash.com, and I just couldn't resist. So how this works is you lift this out, and it's its own little teapot, and this holds about 2 cups. And then it has a proper teacup, and it just fits in there beautifully. And then it also has this beautiful plate that has the full painting on it. So I love that, and I've used it already. And then I got a tea leaf infuser for the first time, because I got my first loose leaf tea ever, which is also, and this is all from Stash, This is Midnight Blackberry. I love blackberry tea, so I got this one. The only downside to this is I made it way too strong, and I can't figure out how to not make it this strong, and it smells so potent that, like, when it sits in my pantry, you open the pantry and all it smells like is blackberry. But I did enjoy it. It's just a bit strong for me, I think. So, but I'm going to try again and see what I can do. And then the other teas that I got one that was an herbal tea. This is cranberry pomegranate. I've had this in a different brand before, and I really love this, and I've tried it, and it's very delicious. And then my favorite of the teas that I got, and one of my favorite teas ever that I will be ordering multiple boxes of in the future if I can, is Holiday Chai. It is delicious. It is one of the most delicious teas I've ever had, so that's saying a lot. And it's a black tea. And I think the reason I love it is because it has gingerbread flavoring in it. So there's that. And then they very sweetly sent me some samples. So one they sent me was Christmas morning, because I ordered it before Christmas. And I meant to drink this on Christmas morning and kind of forgot. But oh well, I'll have it now. And then they also sent me one called Christmas in Paris, but that's actually one that I had read about online, and it didn't really seem like literally my cup of tea. So I ended up giving that one to one of my friends. And then this one that they sent is Asian Pear Harmony, which I'm guessing is an herbal, and that sounds delightful. And then this one is a little loose leaf sample that's double bergamot Earl Grey. So I'm very excited to try that. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully this will upload because it's about 17 minutes long. Hopefully it'll upload. And I will film the rest of this when I have the battery life and the space on my camera. So let me know what you think of any of the books I've talked about, or the Teapot, or the teas, or anything like that. Let me know if you guys got any exciting books for Christmas, or if you've read any of what I've talked about, but just no spoilers, obviously, please. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.